once again, it's Sakura and we're playing more Katawa Shoujo. Last time we left off was we kind of jumped back into the game. We talked to Lily at the library, and now we're in town to buy something for Hanako's birthday. Wonderful, wonderful. And we are going to talk to her sister Akira. So let's get started. And yeah. As they reach us, Lily and I stand and dust ourselves off. Akira! Hey, you two! Oh, who's this? They're very cute. I think this is from Shizune's route. I haven't played Shizune's route in forever, though. She nods towards me, a gesture which I quickly return. My gaze shifts towards the young girl next to her, and our eyes meet. As they do, Akira plops a hand onto her head, a move which doesn't seem to faze her. Oh god, Hideki. Oh god, I don't know what voice. I don't believe we met. No wait, girly, more girly. I don't believe we met. Hi Hideki. Pleased to meet you, Hasao. A guy's name, huh? I guess I dodged a bullet there. He bows, somewhat restrained by Akira's hand being held on his. Oh, oh, Hideki's here too, as well. Akira's been taking very good care of me. Thank you. Akira grins as if to affirm the point and rubs his hand hard, dragging it around into a circular motion. His dreary face stirring somewhat amused. Uncle's out of business again, so I'm taking him around town for the day. I had preferred to be spending the day on a date with my boyfriend, but... Hideki gives a cough and tries to redirect Akira's thoughts. As he does, though, I find mine wandering. They're related? Any further at first cousins? I suppose that explains why she's taking care of him in any case. Come to think of it, Hideki, how do you know my name? Akira told me. Being a Yamaku student, I suppose you're disabled in some way. Not everybody in Yamaku is disabled, which I only learned a handful of days ago. I give a silent thanks to Shizune and Misa for their stream of information about how the school works. Because of them, I found out that since the school will accept practically anybody suffering from a non-mental disability, it doesn't discriminate against healthy people either. It seems unlikely that many in good health would enroll there, though. While the standard of education is pretty high, it is extremely isolated and very much focused on helping disabled students. You're dodging the question. Damn it, he's sharp. Before I can say another word, though, he decides to take a stab at himself. If I were to call it myself, your heart? Akira looks mildly curiously at me. Her interest piqued as well. That sure was a lucky guess. How did you... You showed no missing limbs or deformities, so external disabilities are out. Considering the lack of strange mannerisms, it's unlikely you'd have any mental disabilities. But Yamaku doesn't take mentally disabled students. I know. I keep switching their voice. I'm sorry if this is jarring. Leaving aside, the only possibility left is the internal disability. I don't know which one you might bear, but I guess correctly as it turns out, and your reaction confirms my guess. More than a little bemused, I look at Akira. She grins and shrugs, obviously taking some enjoyment out of her partner's deductions. He's sharp, yes, but more than a little unsympathetic, logical, but lacking in tact. His attitude reminds me of Shizune in a way, as do his looks. May I ask you why you're staring at me? Surely I'm not that unusual a specimen. He does not know how he looks. I could overlook the spat and clothing as just being coincidence, but the ribbon in his hair is really too much. This is entirely besides the point, though. Sorry, you just remind me of someone. Akira gives him a sharp jab with her elbow. Told ya, you're not that much different from her. He coughs into his hand and tries to maintain an upright and serious demeanor. I see, you met my sister, then perhaps my full name might help you. I'm Hideki Hakamichi. You're probably thinking of my sister Shizune Hachimiki. Oh my god, I did not say that right. So he's Shizune's brother. Wait a minute, if Hideki is the son of Akira's uncle and Shizune is his sister, then that means Lily and Shizune's fathers are brothers-in-law. Therefore, Shizune and Lily are first cousins. Lily groans in an uncharacteristically, oh my god, I can't say words. Uncharacteristically unrestrained manner. The reaction earns an amused smirk from her sister. Her eminent between the two just took another meaning. I had thought it was simply a matter of difficult communication between the two, but a family feud makes things more complicated. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. She gives a half-hearted shrug. She must give as much weight to the first conflict as I do. Well, that's how it is. What are you two up to anyway, on the first day, on this fine day? We're shopping for Hanako's birthday presents. The day will be coming soon, so this is the last chance we'll have before school starts again for the week. Akira makes a strange face, as if Lily just said the sky wasn't blue and the clouds were not white. Isn't her birthday on the 10th next month? Yes. Why? Is something wrong? Akira's face seems to collapse, its utterly unbefitting expression of someone so rowdy and headstrong. The folks didn't call you yet? As Lily shakes her head cluelessly, I look at Hideki to see if he knows anything about this. A simple shrug is his only answer. For a moment, Akira ponders what to do before smiling once again. The fact that she can hide her emotions so quickly and effortlessly is unsettling. Hey, Shorty. Sorry, but could you hang out with Hisao for a while? Oh, we just gonna hang out with him? Okay. He nods and waves her off, Akira placing an arm on Lily's shoulder as she guides her away and out of earshot. And so I'm alone with Shorty. So, nice weather, isn't it? Huh, it seems so. ... I guess they dumped us. Indeed. What a fascicular attempt to small talk. I have no idea of how to talk to this guy, and his robotic responses aren't helping. Blood and stone come to mind. Without another word, he begins to rock his feet in an obvious gesture of boredom with the discussion. He really is like a little kid, despite his serious demeanor. Suspecting the conversation is over, I decide to accomplish what I came here to do in the first place. I'm going to search for a present. Coming? Not much else to do. In a while, we come to a small shop beside the convenience store. We just leave them? Okay. For once, the store windows aren't filled with electronics and computer games, but dolls and stuffed bears and the matter of woodcraft oddities. Othello's Antiques. An antique store. Well, if there's anything in this town that's Sutanako, I guess it would be here. I reach out for an old-looking door handle and pull back at last minute, realizing my companion's gone adrift. Not coming in? I'll just be a nuisance for a while. Don't mind me. My voice makes it perfectly clear that he has zero interest in what is in the store, and that doesn't feel obligated to follow me. As he wanders out without another word, I push the thick wooden door and enter the store. A bell rings out. Oh, a little bell. The musty smell of old books and wooden shelves is distinctly I can't say that word. I look to the counter beside the door. The graying man behind it sits silently, reading a tattered book. He certainly fits the old look of this place. Nice to sound, saying old people are old. Slowly wandering through the aisles, the person reminded me of as I inspect each handcrafted or imported oddity in turn isn't Hanako. Crouching down, I examine the ancient oak desk inside the shop window. At least $30, all varying widely in sizes and makes. The only similar between them is a very long Victorian dress they wear. Oh, it's dolls. I said dress. I said desk. I was like, what, why is a desk wearing a dress? I turned the price tag of one of them. Looks to be about waist high. It's not in my price bracket at all. I did the same of each of them, getting more and more depressed as they get smaller and smaller in size. That is, until I reach the very small one. It's affordable, just yet of quality, makes and long, with a long auburn hair and a little blue dress. I decide this is the kind of present Hanako would appreciate, pretty looking, and far from her gauge. As I carefully pick it up, I decide to keep looking around the store. I'm not sure whether it's because I like the atmosphere or out of simple curiosity. Peeking around the corner before I go to the next aisle, I see the shelves in one of the stock and a wooden toy and toys cars to interact at automatons. I can't say words. Tucked between the line of nutcrackers, I notice a plain wooden box. It feels surprisingly light, and I pick it up with my free hand. The lid is only the smallest movement outside, the metal drums inside beginning to rotate immediately. Oh, this is really cute. I like this. For a second on the end, I simply stand there listening to the palm-sized melody. As it plays, I take a tiny price tag in my fingers and bring it up to my face. The minuscule carving writing takes some effort to read. It's affordable, sort of. Grimacing slightly, I close the lid and make my way to the counter with the doll and musical box in my hand. When I lay it down on the two on the counter, the old man behind it sits up and takes a stock of them. He doesn't hide very well his surprise at someone my age buying them. It's pitiful, but I hand over the money from the two and leave the store with a small, opaque bag in hand. Hideki, being there, takes me by surprise. Oh, hi, I thought you'd be at the news stall. Akira gave me a call. She's waiting for us at the fountain with Lily. At least that solves the issue of trying to find them again. We head back to the fountain. Hideki's immaculate posture and presentation, despite his appearance, makes for a strange contrast even as we walk. Lily and Akira stand waiting for us, their faces hard to read. Hey, you ready to go, Shorty? Hideki's mood seems to improve as he rejoins her. See ya, Lily. Hisao, tell Hanako I say happy birthday. Will do, bye. Goodbye, Akira. And with that, the two disappear into the I can't say words, of afternoon city crowd. Turning to Lily, I notice she's carrying a small bag. It is now realized why her disposition felt different from before. While Lily, typically the type to wear her emotions on her sleeve, her expression and tone are clouded and difficult to read. It's more like a little off-putting, but given the effort she's making to hide her emotions, I doubt she wants to be cornered on why she's feeling this way. Already bought Hanako's present? Yes, have you? Yeah. Shall we head back to the bus stop then? Okay, there should be a bus back to Yamako pretty soon. And with that, we begin walking. It feels strange compared to before. Lily's hand on my forearm feels unusually tense, and the whole atmosphere is extraordinarily awkward. The silence continues for a long while. I don't feel like seeing her like this. Hanako's birthday party is going to have to be held earlier. Is the 4th going to be alright with you? I have no other possible obligations anyway, so I reflexively nod. Only afterwards do I remember doing so is pointless, and quickly answer by speech. She tries to collect herself, a task that looks almost pitiable in how plain it is to see how distant her thoughts are. Sorry, Hisao. You said the bus would be coming soon, right? That's right. But now that she said that, I have an idea. Actually, do you have anything to do later today? I don't believe so. Why you ask? There is a point where I normally take your hand and rush you somewhere, but even without that, you'll have to trust me, okay? I take her by the hand and gently lead her on, her distant face replaced with one of mild surprise and curiosity. Oh, where are we going? As the waitress sets up a cup of tea and coffee I ordered onto the table, I thank her before she takes her leave. Truth be told, I really lucked out finding this cafe. I didn't really know where I was going. I rather just looking for a cafe that looked relatively nice. Her managed to recover a little. Lily's tentative sips at her cup as I take a long gulp of coffee in front of me. As I hoped, her face lightens up, and as she realizes what flavor it is. Ah, this is wonderful. Hisao, how did you know this was? I asked for the French vanilla black tea, hedging my best bet that this would be her favorite flavor, at least one she likes. While I didn't know much about it, it sounded like one she might appreciate. Or the basic of her liking vanilla ice cream. A tea connoisseur, I am definitely not. It was a lucky guess. You really like tea, don't you? She puts her teacup down and gives me a tiny nod. That familiar small smile thankfully perks on her face once again. Drinking tea is calming, I think. With the amount you drink, are you sure you're not addicted to it? Caffeine addiction is pretty common nowadays. Oh, did I say I wasn't? She lets out a giggle and her head drops. We all have our vices, I suppose, and there are the worst things to be addicted to. French vanilla black tea, huh? I'll have to remember that. For a while, we both silently drink. It's comforting to have someone like her nearby in such new surroundings, even if it's just the two of us sitting in silence. I have to begin to wonder if this feeling is the same for her, until she sets down her cup. Hisao, do you mind if I ask you a slight odd question? That depends on the question, I guess. I was wondering, what's your favorite color? Everyone has one after all. I almost reply before realizing what seemingly mundane question is actually quite strange. My favorite color, but... She gives a pout, wanting me to answer anyway. While the answer seems unavoidably wasted on her, this isn't any harm in giving it. I've always had a thing for green. I'd say that's my favorite. Green, is it? What do you think of when you contemplate that color? I suppose grassy fields and trees in the summer. The army as well, with their camouflage. That's a weird question. That's a weird answer, the army, because like Japan doesn't really have the same thing, so I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. That's a weird one. Anyway, back to it. Men always seem to like the military. But that sounds like a nice color. A very nice color. She nods her head a little after approving of my choices. Considering how foreign the concept of color is to her, labeling it associated seems reasonable enough. If everyone has a favorite color, then what's yours? White. I'm told that's the color of snow and of ice cream. You know better than me. Oh, they put the wrong no here. You know better than me. If only like that color because it's a favorite food. I guess white is a nice color too, though. Speaking of colors, it'll be getting dark soon. Let me help you up. Lily offers her hand, which I take in mine, to level her up at the seat. Oh, well, let me finish reading this. Her seat and the table, its softness compared to mine, taking me off guard, as I'm not really used to such a casual contact, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let us save. Yes. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And remember, if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, Bakas, stay stinky.